Hello everybody and welcome back to the Train Brothers Railway. Today it has been a month since we completed our garden railway, and I figured I'd do an update and kind of a little bit of a rundown of the railway, how it's aging, what we would do differently, what to look out for, and kind of some of the maintenance maybe. So this is my brother's side and it looks really good. Trees are growing good. We just got a rain here. And overall, here's some of the weeds that we've gotten so far. So my brother laid fabric down in this side all throughout and then put mulch down. I'd say you probably put about an inch or two of mulch down. Ground covers are starting to take off, which look really good. The ballast looks pretty good. It's held up good. It has settled. We've gotten a couple of rains now, well, more than a couple. And the rain has settled the ballast down and compacted it, so we did have to go and re-level certain bits, or certain, like the corners and some of the near the switches. We had to go re-level, but I mean overall not terrible. And this is kind of the nitty-gritty. We don't hide anything here. This is how it is. So this is the amount of weeds we've gotten, which aren't bad because that's where the fabric stops there, because we have our rail bed in there, and that's about probably by the time we're done, all 4 inches deep there. Some weeds there. This here, it's a work in progress. This is my electrical building. You guys might have seen the video. There's another weed. But overall, not terrible. I never put fabric on my side. I just did the mulch a little bit thicker, and in most spots the weeds are not terrible. It just seems to be either in the ballast, because the roots can grab easy, or right in between the two. And with the garden railroad hobby, some of the buildings break. This roof blew off in the last windstorm. I tried hot glue, Pico Fix, and I even tried some tuck tape just to hold it on temporarily, and that doesn't work. So I think my next one is going to be clear silicone, and then I'll be able to silicone it back on. These, even the one I built out of the box this spring or this winter, the roofs they don't meet to an exact point, so there's always a bit of a gap. There's a couple of other spots on this building here, got a couple more that don't really go real tight, but other than that, I mean, the mulch blows around, that's not a big deal. Take a stiff bristle broom or like a leaf blower and whatever, and you can straighten that out, no problem. Ground cover starting to take over, which is what we want. Hopefully it'll cover all this mulch eventually one day. We did lose a weight off of the water tower here, no big deal. This is another ground cover, I don't remember the name, but everything not terrible. Track is pretty level through this section. It did sink over there more towards by the tunnel. Other than that, not terrible. The pond has been fairly maintenance free. We have to top it up with water every once in a while because of evaporation, and we put some algicide in it just to keep it clear. And we do want to grab some lily pads for it. We cut out a shelf right there for it, so we just have to go and get that. Other than that though, waterfall stays on 24/7. You get lots of nice sound off of it. This is the top side, and good overview of half the layout. Pretty neat. Now these weeds here, we did bring in all this dirt, so these weeds are from something else. It's not terrible. They're easy to pull because it seems like wherever the ballast meets the mulch, or in the ballast, but like in the field of mulch, there's no weeds at all. This is the back side of the waterfall, which you don't really see. This dirt we brought in, and if I can get it out, they usually come out pretty good by the roots. So once you pull them once, they're dead and gone. This is probably the worst side of the whole layout. That's a ground cover there. But other than that, here's the tunnel. We've had rabbits in the tunnel, so I took the tunnel portals off just to open it up a little bit so that the rabbits wouldn't find it as like a hiding hole. So they're off for right now. But the biggest issue for out here is the wind. It blows everything around. But other than that, that's pretty much the only thing we've had to do is just pull some weeds and top off the water with the pond. Other than that, everything else has been pretty maintenance free. I guess aside from cleaning the track, because we're still kind of old school with track power. One day we'd like to go to battery power, but it's quite the investment and it just takes time. But other than that, your 1 month update, this is what it looks like. So holding up pretty good, fairly maintenance free, or low maintenance I should say, for a garden railroad. And if you liked the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. So until then, take care, take it easy, and keep it on the rails. Bye guys.